Hi guys, and welcome back to Abe Jin's SketchUp workshop, especially, well, in particular to the second part of our Elven architecture tutorial, or let's give it a look here. So the market is pretty much at the same spot where we left it last time. So last time we finished up the main building, we added this fancy railing, and we added this big old tree and these stairs. However, I decided to expand on that and added another set of stairs, the same one, to create beautiful symmetry. Now, it's technically not completely symmetrical, but it does the job. Now, then I talked about the gazebo quite a bit, how I couldn't find a spot for it, and voila, I decided to put it here, right there. So, then a little bit of an entrance. I believe that, markets have those. In Age of Empires, they're just copied over from the original barracks. So the Imperial Age market for the Middle Eastern Civ has the same entrance as a Middle Eastern barracks, So that theme is carried over here. Now, and this is another marker for us. I'm not sure that this will remain here, but let's give it the benefit of doubt and leave it there. Now, of course, I have a lot of goodies which I can place here from other civilizations, but I decided to make this a little bit more interesting by going through a few things and making some custom assets for this and showing off how SketchUp might be useful for creating low poly objects. All right. So anyway, actually, we're going to go with this one. This one is hot. Well, let's see. So first, we're going to create. Hey, how about this? We're going to create a cup, or actually a bowl. What am I saying? So creating a bowl is pretty easy. You just indent it. So you press you click on a face and you use the arrow keys to displace it. Okay, this is the first part of our bowl. So I think it's already pretty neat. So, but we're going to create a bit more complexity for this bowl because, it's our first one here. And what I like to do, what you necessarily don't have to do, but I like to, is to create this little shape. Now, the bowl won't be empty. We're going to fill it in. Okay, so now the bowl is complete. Let's make it into a component. And let's compare it with the other stuff here. So, the bowl somewhat fits in. Okay, this should be the size of the bowl. Alright, so that's our bowl. Now let's see if we can actually extend it into another shape. Okay, there we go. So now we got this sort of basket. Just going to explode it. There we go. And now, having created a basket, let's do something more exciting. Now, usually, because I'm using Twilight Render, and due to it being the hobby version, I have limited things as to what I can do with the rendering of the objects themselves. But, let me think about it. Which shape is Elven enough? Okay, we'll start with a bit of a Greek amphora look for this one. It's already Elven enough in my book, you know. Alright, here we go. Oopsie daisy. Well, something's been off here. So the little lines have been totally going bonkers. So, well, we're just going to have to redraw those. And I think that's voila. Yeah, yeah. Quite quite well done. Now, let's give it a go here, and let's just give it a little bit of extra geometry. So, again, not very important, but you'll see. All right. Okay, thank you very much, SketchUp. So sometimes SketchUp stops working. You know, I pray to the old gods and the new for it to continue working, and sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. Okay. Alright, now this is a fine bowl. Not really what I was looking for yet, so we're just going to move it away from there. So you see this line, which we have selected here. So we're just going to select this piece of the bowl's body, and, well, I wanted it to be a little bit more exciting, so maybe we'll have to push this piece a bit back. Alright. Alright, I think it's going to look okay-ish. So we just select this line now, and we do some realignment. Okay, so there you go. Oh, it's quite exotic shape. Okay, make group, make group. Alright, now we have this. I like it so far. So we're just going to put it together with the others. And now we're going to just do a little bit of extra work for the bowl. We don't even need a bowl for this one. But how about creating handles for it? Now we're going to go a little bit, go the extra mile in making these. Not really that much, but you'll see what I mean. So this is one of the handles. So then you go click on offset. You offset it just a little bit, click on the inner face and pull it up. Okay, reverse the faces, turn that into a group, then copy it and pull this just until you have this little click. So it's a bit random. Sometimes it doesn't work like this. Today it did. Okay, now we have an exact shape of what I actually wanted. Well, then we pull it down, and of course a little bit of fiddling. Now again, this is going to be rendered for Age of Empires. The details are often not seen, but they are appreciated, you know. How should I say? The details are quite blurry in any case, but if they are there, they just make the scene, the building, more, you know, richer, more believable. Now I decided to make these a bit wider. So why? Why? Well, because they're going to look more imposing in-game. There we have it. Now we've got some new pottery. But where's the texture? Well, I was thinking about this one. I'm not sure if it's going to look good. Entirely not sure. But this is how you do it. So you place the texture on the same level plane as all the other objects. Maybe this little one could go down. Oh, it's not even in a group. Thank you very much for not being there. Okay, now we're just going to explode all of these guys. Okay. Oopsie. This also needs to be destroyed. I mean, exploded. Alright, so the groups are ungrouped. See, now the texturing in SketchUp is a little bit kooky, and you don't need that, and the texture, we will not project the texture. Oopsie. See, now when you're not projecting the texture, you get all sorts of weirdness. However, that's also good. So you can project one of the textures on the pottery, and you can get this nice shape. Now, why am I getting that shape? Okay, let's see if we have something for the trim. So I've got lots of textures here. Most of them are unused. Should actually remove them. Which is going to be a good... Wow, brass metal ceiling. No. See, this is a big part of the whole process. Picking out the right texture. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this one. Perfect. So, and for the bottom as well. Alright, we got that covered. Now, let's see, where's that charcoal? There we go. Alright, so the first piece of pottery is done. Now you're gonna say, but Abe, look, you have like a line. Well, I left it there because it's actually useful. When you rotate the pottery, you got, so it's going to be viewed in isometric. Whoopsie daisy, there we go. It's going to be viewed in an isometric view. So you just align it according to the isometric view, and voila, you got one piece of pottery distinct from the other one, all Elven. Okay, so we're not going to texture this completely, differently. We're just going to texture these two buggers. We're going to turn on the edges, and behold this magic. Whoopsie. Now we copy this at this angle, at this frame. Ta-da. And now we delete the other one completely, which is actually easier said than done, because there's lots of geometry there left over. So now it's a bit, there we go. So one of our pots already has these handles. Let's see, and I would like to have these handles face the isometric view. There we go. So, beautiful stuff. Okay. So you explode it, you turn it into a group, and now you have a very beautiful piece of pottery. Okay, now up to the bowls, all the way to the bowls. We're just going to color this color, that color, and this is going to be fine like this. Now if you want to really do that, and if you want to color them in detail, you just have to copy this face onto this one. But if you do this, sometimes it won't work. Sometimes it does, but see, now it doesn't copy over, so you have to click on this and continue. So whoopsie gazebo, naughty. So you continue copying face from face, and sometimes it stops. That's a SketchUp limitation. So you have to copy face to face. Now again, this is a little bit of a tip for your more serious 3D models, but this is just going to be pizzazz, extra details for your building, and if you're creating an Age of Empires model. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to copy this, and there we go. And ta-da. All right, looks great. All right, I'm really satisfied with how this went. So now we have a bunch of geometry. Now, if you're using Twilight Render, we're going to go to Template Materials. Now, I haven't tested this yet, but we're going to go with the texture. SketchUp. We're going to scale this up to 3000, the texture size. See, now we have some shaders. I want to say shade there. Alright, and now we're going to find something fine. Textile, stone, tile. Do we have porcelain? Or something like it. Okay, we're just going to go to tile. Gloss. Why not a little bit of gloss? Ooh, okay, that's a bit too much. How about 50? 50,000 shininess? No. How about 10,000 shininess? Doesn't help. Alright, we're just going to clear the material. We don't want this. Okay, I'm just going to go for color. So again, SketchUp, and we're going to go to the paint section, eggshell, semi-gloss. There, let's see. Okay, IOR, how about 1000 IOR? No, that's great. Now let's go to so it's all about trial and error. Okay, never mind. The size should be 3000. There we go. Now these are going to be shiny. Okay, now that was the pottery part. The pottery will be decorated further. Haha. So here are some assets which I never used, but now we're going to create a bow. Now, This is just to drop some references. This is the Vita Workshop Elven Mirkwood bow. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. I wanted it. If I could, I'd give it to all the units. That isn't working though. Alright, anyway. Let's just, we need a general outline, not a perfect copy. So this is how you actually can do it in SketchUp. Just using a texture. Okay, it's a little bit more difficult when the texture is like this, rimmed by a darker background, but it also makes it easier in certain respects. You don't have to worry about making mistakes because the model you are creating will have a dark outline. That's already very helpful. Okay, and we're just going to split this in half. And let's see if we have created anything. And explode. Okay, so now I have to go and fix the mistakes I made. See, there's a problem. The lines are not aligned to the face because the texture itself wasn't exploded and ready to be used. My bad. I forgot. Okay, this is going to take longer than I expected. Haha. Great. Might even have to drop this little bugger. So. Right, everything else is perfectly finely aligned. So I don't know why it doesn't work. Again, SketchUp and its fine limitations. My good old friend SketchUp. Okay, we're just going to take this shape and we're going to make our own elven bow with blackjack. See, we can do it. There you go. Our own elven bow model. Lacking some of the pizzazz, yes, but not that bad. I really wanted that, but it's too time consuming for this tutorial, so what can I do? Alright, now the bow is completely there. Just color it. Just draw out the textures. Now we gotta make it fat. Oops. Okay, we want this middle point of the green scale. Okay, now we explode both parts. So, yeah. Alright, now we're going to create this little box. This is going to be our little intersect faces box. Multi-purpose thing. Okay, we're just going to select this part here. So, how many? 1. Intersect faces with model. Intersect faces with model. Okay. No. You're probably asking me, Whoa, guy, what you doing? Well, just adding extra pizzazz. Okay, if SketchUp does work here, it's going to be great. Okay, bow finished. But you say, not yet. Where's the bowstring? Well, young man or young lady, here it is. But that bowstring's too fat. Well, it has to be. Otherwise, you won't get to see it in Age of Empires at all. Okay. So we're just going to add the bowstring to the position where it's supposed to be. A little bit of aligning to do. Let's pull it all the way here. There we go. Elven shortbow. And now extending this one. Oops, not this face, this one. Elven longbow. Okay. Now let's give them some thickness. Let's rotate them. And voila. Now they fit into the whole the extra thickness. Okay. And now let's put them on the weapons rack. Or should I say, the bow rack. Sounds like some sort of monster. The bow rack. Okay, so what's the best position? It should be kinda accurate, but also cool looking. Oh, there we go. Alright. We're going to put that one here. We're going to put this one there. And another... Come on. And another little bow here. Oh yeah, it's hanging off the... So, now they look like a very rich bunch of weapons. Okay, and we're going to keep them here, and well, now we can add them anywhere we want. For the biggest effect, I think they're going to be somewhere here, being sold at this corner. And one of them will be missing on this side, because obviously it got close group, explode, because obviously it got sold. Okay. Oh, and now for before we end this tutorial, we're just going to slap together a few extra details to make the market a bit more pleasant looking. There we go. So these curtains are indispensable. Now they won't be everywhere. Fret not. I'm actually going to remove these. So, and that's it. Breach details everywhere. Now, we're just going to take this pottery and adorn the gazebo with it. So, also, this pottery is modular, so let's keep that option going. And of course, there's a whole second floor to be decorated with pottery as well, but you know, we're just going to keep a few pieces here because I have some ideas for them. Okay, and now we're going to select individual pieces of pottery and put them back here. So, because I have some plans for them as well. So this fine gazebo has just become, I don't know, a potter's store? Shop? Yes. There we go. So, thank you for watching the second part of our tutorial. In the next part, we're going to probably make this fine Mirkwood polearm into something. Maybe not, but we're going to render, and then we're going to edit this little building in GIMP. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and in MS Paint, believe it or not. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.